Welcome to Bitches in Season, a podcast for everyone who loves dogs,
all things agility,
and some spicy tea.
I'm Lizzie.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Lindsay.
Bitches in Season.
Hey friends!
Hi!
Welcome back to another episode of Bitches in Season.
Yay!
I'm so happy to be here with you. This is still just as fun as it was when we started, I think.
Oh, I
think
agree.
so.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm having a blast.
We love each other more. We're closer. We haven't killed each other yet.
It's just growing and becoming like so much of a thing, and I love it. And I agree that it's bringing us closer, and it's fun to work on a creative project together. It's not always easy, but it's really fun. And I think it's made us better communicators with each other too about like, hey, I don't like this, or hey, I'm having a horrible day today.
Shut the fuck up and stop giving me advice.
Putting on a really brave face to do this. So why don't we start with putting on a brave face? Lizzie, why don't you trauma dump with us a little bit about what's going on with your fucked up ankle?
Yeah, so last episode we were like, you know, it's a mess and probably I'm going to need surgery. Well, I'm going to 100% need surgery. Surgery is actually technically 1 week from today. The fun facts are I tore one full ligament, partially tore two other ligaments. I also have a fracture. So they're removing bone, they're smoothing out a bone, they're fixing all of the ligaments, all the tendons, and they are actually inserting fake tendons in the side of my ankle.
You're going to have a bionic ankle?
I am, yes.
Well, thank God. You fucking need it.
I know. So hopefully I never roll my ankle ever again. The recovery does not
sound great.
No. I've cried, and I've cried some more. And I might
sorry.
cry right now, but I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want to cry. I'm really scared. It's just hard. I tried to take my dogs for a walk and I was on the couch the whole night and I couldn't get a good night's sleep. I was up tossing and turning. I've never felt this much pain before. I don't even know how to explain it. It just is this constant throbbing of pain. And I know the pain will eventually go away, but
right now it feels like it's forever.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to walk my dogs for at least 2 months. And even after 2 months, I'm not going to even be able to normally walk. I'm going to be in a boot and still on crutches or a scooter or something. So we're trying to make plans and it's is Lizzie going to be able to walk? Or do I need a wheelchair? I don't.
Even we were going to do something a month after your surgery and you were like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand and make dinner and go to a haunted house for Halloween and normal stuff. I was trying to think, oh, maybe we could do something fun, go to Topgolf or you can't play golf. We can do things that involve sitting and sitting only.
Yeah, literally. It's just
we were gonna try to go tubing, and I was like, wait a second, you can't walk on rocks to sit in your tube,
go down those scary flight of stairs. I don't know. It's crazy. It just feels really unknown, and I quite honestly hate the unknown. And so, I'm not dealing with it well.
And there's a degree to which we can all be be optimistic. It's only 6 months.
Can I say something? I am so sick of look at the silver linings. I don't have a single silver lining in my head right now. There's
okay,
not
though.
one.
It's okay.
I am miserable. I am miserable. I am mad. I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm all the things. I don't want to look at the silver linings. I don't care if in 6 months I can run and I'll be healthy again.
With your bionic ankle.
Yeah.
You might be better than anyone else at running.
I hope so. I hope I'm better than both of you.
Ankle stabilizers.
But I just, right now, I'm in the deep, dark despair of the depths of the ocean. Everybody go fuck themselves and
as they should.
They should. Yeah.
This is everyone's fault.
Yeah. Not yours. No, for sure. Well, probably should have known the first time I fell it was really a serious issue, but here we are. And we're taking care of it now. So
we just beat up our bodies while taking our dogs to rehab every single week.
Yeah, literally.
Keeping Tim in business while destroying ourselves.
I took Ogie to rehab every single week for 4 months straight.
I was just at rehab and the rehab person was like, I think Lizzie can just chill. Like, she might not need to come here every week while she's not doing shit with it.
Did Susan say that?
She did. She was like, I don't think Lizzie needs to come here every week during her time off after her surgery when her dogs will not be doing anything.
I emailed her and I was like,
I know.
Susan.
She's like, she's in a panic. She's going to make her poor husband drive all the way down here for what? Her dogs aren't doing sports.
I know.
I didn't even tell you that.
I literally thought about that, but I was like, Obi and Cassie need to go to rehab.
Girl.
Gotta go to rehab.
Girl.
Yeah.
Rehab yourself.
Okay.
Do your foot. Get yourself good. The dogs will be fine.
You know.
Yeah. So
anyways,
that's where, you know what? It's real. We got to keep it real. Like, you're not alone. Other people, I'm sure, have gone through horrible things where the end seemed like it was never in sight and the doom and gloom was over them. And sometimes you just have to sit in that. You have to sit in that mood. And everybody's going to be like, we love you. We care about you because we do.
Yeah.
We do.
People sending you nice little care packages.
I know.
You got your first real Labubu.
We used to have LaFuFus, and now Lizzie's the first one to get a Labubu. We're all jealous.
Yeah.
So
it's cute. We have it right here.
It is very cute.
Emotional Labubu.
Your emotional support Labubu.
Anyways,
Rachel has some fun stuff coming up, and Chessie had her very last recheck after her procedure. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, we got the all clear. I'm so fucking happy. I told Hannah I never want to see her again, but I probably will. But I am excited not to see her every week.
I'm excited. I don't even know Hannah, and I hope I never get to know her. Just kidding.
Real. She's the person I say I love to see you, but I hate when I have to see you.
Well, Cassie's never seen Hannah.
Yeah. So, anyways, yes, Hannah gave us the all clear. We already went back to agility, but we kept it as low key as possible. So now we got the all clear to start working our way up to back to like all the obstacles and like increasing what we're doing in class. And I wasn't sure. I haven't announced it yet because I wasn't really sure if we'd be able to go. But
this is the official announcement, guys.
And it's not
Get ready. It's a big announcement.
It's a big announcement.
It's not that exciting, but for myself it is. I am going to my first Breed National.
Woo, woo,
Yay!
woo. What's a Breed National for those of us who don't know?
So it's the Pembroke Welsh Corgi Club of America National Specialty. So basically it's like confirmation, some performance. We don't have a lot. But for the first time, and I think many, many years, they used to do this a while ago, but they just brought it back. We are doing 2 days of agility.
Wow. That's cool. So it'll be like some sporty Pem friends will be there in addition to the Confo people.
So we're
people
not going to be there the whole time either.
Aren't you doing rally too?
I am. Yes, I signed her up for rally because we're only doing 2 runs on Tuesday. And I was like,
what's that face about?
Nothing. Just how excited she is. I just want to go kill myself. But it's like, I'm doing all the things.
It's not even a big, it's just
I'm
like,
kidding.
I'm super excited.
Kidding.
I'm excited to meet some people that I've talked to via Instagram or like breeders that I've talked to on Facebook that I've never met in person.
No, that is exciting.
Chessie Sires breeder will be there, and she's like pretty well known. So I'm like very excited to meet some
who of the Pembroke world.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to meet some like Confo people.
And your husband's going.
Yeah, Ian's going to be my bucket bitch. We got matching t-shirts.
Yeah, because
oh my
they're
God,
fucking
we
corny.
need a
No,
picture.
they're very cute.
Very
the
cute.
shirts themselves aren't corny, but the fact that you and Ian are going to be in matching shirts.
I don't give a fuck. I am so excited.
It's like corny in a cute way. Corny cute.
Corny,
I love that
Let
for
me
you.
just like live my best life.
No, you're going to be living your best life.
No.
You're going to be in little...
I designed these shirts, and they came out so well.
They're so cute. I know.
We all know.
Oh, trust us. I'll post them on Instagram.
You're going to be in Pembroke heaven, strutting around in your matching
my
shirt.
favorite part when I went to my Breed National is like seeing all the dogs that you see on the internet that are like the top dogs, and then you see them in person, and then you get like a real feel. Like, do you like that dog or not like that dog? Where is that dog questionable? And
yeah, we'll see.
yeah,
So you get to be a judgy bitch, is that it? About
Our
the dogs
favorite
that
thing.
you think are like all the shit on the internet, and then you're like,
you're like, are we drugging that dog? I don't know.
But yeah, so that is my new news. That's what I have coming up. It's at the end of September, and I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see what it's like. So I'll give you guys a little recap when we get back.
Sounds
Can't
like
wait.
it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
So
our episode today is a topic where, unfortunately, Lizzie's going to have to just shut up because
nobody wants to hear from me anyways. It's true.
Because that storm cloud over your head. Because Rachel and I have both shared an experience, even though we didn't exactly go through it together a little bit, but both of us have done something that is a little controversial.
Yeah.
What have we done?
We've rehomed dogs.
Yeah, we've rehomed a dog that we got thinking we were going to do sports with them.
Correct. Yeah. I feel like it's most shocking for me because you've always had many dogs. So you're like, oh, you added one, took one out, to the pack.
Yeah.
Where people have, known me as only having, one dog.
I think the craziest thing about your situation was after it happened, or even many months after it happened, I had people reaching out to me and being like, what did your sister do with that? If you care so much, how about you go talk to her?
Yeah, it was a short period, but it happened and we had him. But yeah, it's a wild story that I feel like not many people know.
Let's back up a second and start from the top. Just really, really briefly, high level. I mean, you said I had a lot of dogs and I just was adding one. I was never the type of person who thought I would ever rehome a dog. Even though I grew up with Rottweilers and did conformation and my dad's girlfriend bred them and stuff like that, I really did see my dogs as family members. And although I did get a bunch of dogs very quickly when I was an adult too, I still kind of thought it was crazy, or I was probably a little judgy about people who would just discard a dog that was their family member. But fast forward, I did get my first Sheltie with the goal of her being the vision of my life. She was going to be my agility, serious dog. I had 3 Frenchies. I had some fun with them. My 3rd Frenchie didn't do agility. And I was like, all right, now I'm going to take this seriously. I'm going to get an agility breed. And what the heck? I'm going to get a Sheltie. And of course it's going to be good at agility because
obviously, duh.
I was so stupid. So she wasn't cut out for it. And she lived with me until she was almost 6 years old. And then recently, late last fall, she found a new mom and she's super happy and she's living her bestest life. So that's my super fast story. I'll get into it more. But what was your journey?
My super fast story is I got a retired conformation dog from a really great breeder that I was actually speaking to because I wanted to be on her puppy list. It was a Pembroke breeder. And she had this retired dog who had just came, he went to Westminster, he got award of merit. He was he's a great dog. And she wanted him to go to a home to start doing performance. He was only 2. He's still very young. And I was so excited. I love this dog. I thought this was going to be a great opportunity. Lizzie was starting to talk to breeders and get on puppy lists. And I had some other friends that were starting to talk about getting their second dog. And I was like, I want this. I want 2 dogs too. So I got him. We brought him home. And I just could not connect with this dog. I did barn hunt with him. We did agility every week. I did all the things. But there was no connection there. It just didn't feel like the greatest fit. My husband loved him, but I just I almost resented him and I didn't feel like he was mine. And I tried really, really, really hard, but just never happened. And then I did it for 3 months and people were like, give it some time. Maybe you just need to feel it out. Cause it's true for both the dog and the human.
For sure.
It's an adjustment for everyone. And I just 3 months and I was like, no, I can't do it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for 2 dogs. I wasn't ready for him. I couldn't connect. And I was like, he's going back to the breeder. So he went back to the breeder and she was so kind.
Yeah, you said friends. She actually said she suspected
she could tell.
it.
Yeah, she could tell. And she was like, I had a feeling. She actually never even registered him in my name as a co-owner. So she knew. She knew. Wow. So it was, she was very kind about it. And we're still friends at this point. We didn't break a connection or anything. Yeah. I'm grateful for that. But it was quite the experience because I feel like it happened very suddenly. It wasn't even that long of a period that we even had him. And then all of a sudden he disappeared. And it's not I shared stories, but I never posted about it. I never made a post on Instagram. So I never fully said what happened. So people are like, what happened? And it's just you can ask me if you want to know. But I also didn't feel like
you did then eventually
make a post about it.
Yeah, because I didn't really know you that well.
No, I just told people if they ever asked me in person, I would tell them.
That's not true. Because I didn't really know you that well, and I found out about what happened to Bowser from your story.
Yeah, you did
an
post
Instagram
a story.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Instagram stories, but I didn't make a post. That lives on my feed.
You just posted in your story.
Not on the grid.
Yeah,
Just in the story.
sorry.
Okay.
Yes, Instagram story, yes.
Okay.
Not in feed post.
Got it.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about, like, in general, you know, I talked about how I just thought I would never be the type of person who would rehome a dog. Like, I just thought your dogs are your family. Like, I had 4 dogs when I got Kiwi. I had 5 when I got Vision. And I just thought, like, this is what it is. Like, I'm going to keep my dogs. They're my family members for better or worse. Like, Kyber is the psycho. Love him. He's my 3rd Frenchie, and Kiwi doesn't like agility, but I gave it my best shot. And what are some other reasons that people like rehome a dog? For me, I can get into like all of the why with Kiwi, but just what are some of the other reasons that you've seen of people who rehome dogs?
Well, even for myself, it was just like the drive, like the dogs drive.
Yeah.
You know, they're too soft. They don't really enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Like, and the game being like many things. Like, it doesn't just have to be agility. It could be like whatever sport that you wanted to do with that particular dog. Just like lifestyle mismatches. Like, you know, the energy just doesn't match what you wanted, or like the personality. And for myself, like personally speaking, I just wasn't ready myself for 2 dogs.
What makes you ready for 2 dogs or not?
I don't know. I feel like it's different for everyone. I mean, both of you have 2 dogs, and
I can't imagine life without 2 dogs. After having 2 dogs now,
for me, I think just my personality too. I really love being able to focus and like just put all my time and effort into Chessie, especially when I was green in the sport, she was green as a dog, and like being able to just focus everything into her and like get really good just with one dog, and not being able to have to put focus and time into another dog. That's something that like I felt that was really important to me, and I didn't really like dividing my time between 2 dogs either.
So you thought you wanted that.
Yeah, I thought
and
I
then
did.
when you tried it out, you were like,
hated it.
So it's probably good that you got like a rehomed show dog instead of a puppy, because it would be much harder to say goodbye to a puppy.
I also think that I will never get an adult dog again. And I know that some people like think that it doesn't make a difference, but I think the bond that I have with Chessie, I never was going to be able to have with the dog that I got, because we started from day one. Like, I brought her home as an 11-week-old puppy, and we started from day one, and we did everything together. Like, I taught her everything that she knows.
But I would say, like, I got Kiwi from 8 weeks, and I started with her from day one.
Well,
and
see, that's our difference, though.
We still didn't have the bond, like...
Yeah, it could happen both ways, but from my personal experience, I'll never get an adult dog because I want to start from them from the ground up.
I would never do that either.
Especially in agility. I think that's super important for myself, and just who I am as a person and how I learn and how I want my dog to learn.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I would say never about it, but in terms of getting an adult dog, but I would always prefer a puppy, because then I know exactly what the learning has been, the relationship building has been. It is so much about the relationship. But with Kiwi, I got her, like I said, she was going to be my agility superstar. Like, I wanted to do everything right. Obviously, I didn't know what doing everything right meant. Like, I did agility with my French Bulldogs, but that's a whole different ball game. And, you know, I wanted to do every workshop I could, like online classes. Actually got her right in 2019, so then COVID kind of hit. I still was doing like online classes during COVID and everything I could, and I bought weave poles and I taught her to weave at home, and she was pretty good at it. But when she was about like 8 months old, I went to a workshop, and one of my instructors came out after the workshop, like with me into the potty area, and was like, I think something's wrong. And I was like, what? What's wrong? And even Josh used to be like, your agility dog's not very agile. And I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like,
you know nothing.
She's a puppy. Like, she's just doing puppy stuff. And like, it's true though. Like, she was very clumsy, and like, she would like run down the stairs and try to jump on the couch. And instead of like jumping on the couch, she would just like slam into the side of it.
Oh, jeez.
Or like, she was constantly like falling, or just like, when we were trying to do sports stuff, like, she was definitely doing like unnecessary lead changes, or she just kind of ran kind of seesaw-ish instead of like really putting her head down.
I see a lot of dogs on Instagram like doing that type of running, and it kills me.
Yeah, I mean,
kills me.
It's like she didn't know how to run, and maybe there's things I could have done differently to just try to get her to like open up and just sprint or something. But it just like, I put my very best foot forward in training her. And also physiologically, like I was like, oh, something's wrong. Like, let's get x-rays. Let's get chiro. We did PT. I went, I drove an hour and a half all the time to like the best PT around to try and see if we could figure out if it was something physiological. But like, I think my deep suspicion is that it might be neurological.
Right. I didn't know you said that to me.
Because it's just like always this sense of like something was off. And like, I would take her to class. We would run courses. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I brought Kiwi to an agility course today, she probably could do every obstacle. Like,
of course, I've seen her.
Well, she's a little chunky, but
she's a little fluffy.
She's gained some fluff, but she knows how to do all this stuff. She weaves great, contacts, whatever. But like, she does it all, and maybe could be some ETO or something going on there, but. At the end of the day, like, she also didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like, some weeks she would be, like, blazing around, like, flying around, and I'd be like, okay, here we go, we're getting somewhere. And then, like, the next week, she'd be, like, trotting. Or, like, in a trial, she would just stop and stare at me. Or, like...
And you're like, what the fuck is happening?
And it was pretty crushing. Like, it was... I mean, to have gotten a French Bulldog thinking I was going to do agility with him, and then his anxiety behavior problems were so horrible we could never do anything, to then get a Sheltie where now I'm going to take it really seriously, and now people are telling me something's wrong with her. I went to a 2-day workshop, like a summer camp, and I almost didn't even come back for the second day. Like, I cried. One of the instructors let me run her dog on the second day. And that was like a breaking point of being like, wow, okay, she's not going to be it. And it's like, it raises this question. Like I've had like non-sport friends who are like, well, is that the only thing you get dogs for? Yeah. Like
I had dog sport friends ask me, like, when I returned Bowser, they were like, so why did you, just because he didn't do sports well?
Right. Yeah. It's like it sounds insane.
Is that the only reason you're getting a dog? And I was like, at this point in my life, yeah.
Like, it does sound a little insane.
I know.
And I do get it. So, I don't know. Like, it's a big part of my life. And even back then, when I was still doing CPE and AKC with my French Bulldogs, like, agility was still a pretty big part of my life. When I got Kiwi, I just started teaching too. And like, it was something I knew I wanted to make a bigger part of my life and take more seriously and get better at. And I just knew that she was not going to be the dog. But I will say, when I made the choice to get Vision, I mean, first of all, it was insane. Like, talking to my husband to be like, I'm going to get another dog. And this will be our 5th dog. And he was like, and what if this one doesn't work out? Like, what are you going to do? And I was like, no, he is. I swear he is.
I promise.
I promise he is. But like, he easily could not have. Like, anything can happen. So, I gave it my best, and I still kept doing agility with her. I still like did everything I could. I took her to class, and I kept thinking like, maybe she'll get over it. And I was never like, I'm actively looking for a home for Kiwi. As time wore on, like, it's not just the agility stuff too. Like, I empathize with not having the bond. She didn't want to cuddle. All my French Bulldogs laid in a cuddle puddle on my legs, and Vision wraps himself like a little scarf around my neck.
Yeah.
And then Kiwi's over on the whole other side of our huge sectional couch sitting by herself.
Yep. In our little tiny bed.
It's in a little, like, the tiniest bed we have. We have beds of all shapes and sizes, and she will just curl up in a little tiny bed, or like just sleep on a pillow, like all over by herself.
Even when I feel like we started really becoming friends, you would bring both of the Shelties out when we would, go to dog friendly places, and you're like, she's here, I love her, but if someone was to be like, I'll take her, you would offer. So my husband loves Kiwi,
so
and
why
she'd
does
be
Ian like all the like dopes?
Right? Because he is one. Yeah, I love you, E. I love you.
We love you, Ian.
But you'd be like, free to a good home, Ian. She could be yours.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck no. I love her, but like, no.
Yeah. I mean, I did used to say stuff like that, and I was like half joking, but I really would think to myself, like, I don't know, like, if the right thing came along, I think it would be better for her. Because in my house, she was one of 5, and then we lost Zelda, so like one of 4. And like I said, I just never felt that huge bond with her. Like, I loved her. I took care of her. I walked her every day. I have a Kiwi tattoo on my arm. Like, I love that dog. But I would say like a breaking point or a turning point was I went on vacation And my mom, when I came home, my mom watched the dogs and she was like, Kiwi needs more attention. And I was like, damn, that hurts. Like for you my mom doesn't really know that much about dogs. For her to be like saying that, it felt like pointed of, did you notice something that I don't? And then immediately after that, I was walking the dogs and I was walking Vision and Kiwi and this dog ran out of its owner's grip towards us. And Vision would not be cool with like a crazy barking dog in his face. So I pick him up because I'm like, well, I don't want this to be a problem. And then like the dog gets to us and Kiwi backs out of her collar, runs in the street, almost got hit by a school bus. The dog is like still not being controlled by the owner. Kiwi won't come to me because every time she starts to come to me, the dog like comes. It was just a mess. It was a disaster. And like afterwards, I felt all this intense guilt because I'm like, I almost just fucking let her die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, there's a lot of reasons that it happened that way. But I felt like I literally made like a Sophie's Choice.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
I remember the voice memo that
so emotional. Yeah.
And I was just like, I felt horrible about it. And like, I do love her and I don't want her to go in the street and die. Like, she deserves a mom who like
will make her the first
would
choice.
choose her. But like, that's never going to be her and Vision. It's going to be Vision every time. So that happened. And then pure serendipity, a woman texts me from my club and is like, hey, do you know any rescues? I have a friend who wants a 25-pound female adult spayed dog. She just lost her dog. She wants something that's really well trained to go on off-leash walks with her. And I was like,
I actually think I have the perfect dog for you.
I'm like, it's funny you say that. I do know some rescues, but like, I have a dog and I'm not like actively like putting her on fucking Craigslist to give away. But like, if this was a good match, like it could be a good match.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this lady came and met her and she said to me afterwards, she was like, when I came, I was fully expecting to say like, no, I didn't think I would want her. I didn't think I would like her at all. And she was like, and I loved her. Mm-hmm. And then
she came back the next day.
No. Then we just did a meetup at the club. And she was like, well, could I take her to my house for a few hours, see if she'd meet my cat, see how it goes. And she took her for a couple hours and she was like, yeah, and if I like her, maybe I'll like pick her up next week to take her permanently. She came back that night and was like, I was going to ask you if I could keep her now, but I want to give you one night to say goodnight. But do you care if I take her tomorrow? I was like, please, like, this is perfect. Like, Kiwi deserves someone who is the center of Kiwi's world and Kiwi is the center of her world. And that's what's happening. And this person only lives like 20 minutes from me.
Yeah. You've already watched her for her.
She went on this was last October, and this August, the lady and her family went on vacation for a week. Kiwi stayed with us. It was great. I told her, I was like, anything happens to you, anything changes in how you feel about her, I will always take her back. Like, I love her so much.
You're a reputable breeder.
Yeah, right. Well, I got more on that, but like, I will always do anything for you when it comes to her because I do still love that dog and I want the best for her. So it feels crazy to say. And like, I remember when I first did it, I was like, what am I going to tell people?
Yeah.
What am I going to say to my neighbors when they're like, why do you have one dog?
I still have neighbors that are like, didn't you used to have 2 corgis? And I'm like, bitch, I haven't had one for like 3 years. What is happening?
I know.
Yeah.
But it's like,
people don't forget.
I know. I'm just like, oh, she has a new mom. And they're like, huh?
Because I feel like to pet dog people, it just feels so cruel. But But for your situation and for myself, like, it was the best decision for them. Yeah. And I know that you weren't actively looking to do it.
No.
I definitely was like, I'm giving this dog back to its breeder. But it was the best decision
like the right
for
thing
him.
To do. What's going on with Bowser now?
So he's sired 2 litters. So he has like baby children, puppy children on the ground. And he's living his best retired life as like, I actually don't know where he lives, but
maybe
he got
like
rehomed. Yeah, probably as a pet. And he made a great pet.
Like, that's what
great pet.
That's what
he wanted to lay on the couch with Ian, post up, do nothing type of dog, maybe go out for 1 or 2 walks a day. That's it.
That's what I would always say about Kiwi.
Go.
I would always be like,
leave and be like at dog sport events with Chessie all day, and I like check on Ian and Bowser, and he'd be like, yeah, we just went out for like 1 walk, we're gonna be good. I'm like, okay, couldn't be her, but that's great.
Yeah. And that's not for everyone, but I would say that about Kiwi. I'm like, Kiwi would make the best pet ever. Like, she'll walk off leash, she's polite, she does everything. She's trained, she's very kind, she's beautiful. Everywhere we went, people were like, she's so pretty, and she is. But like, it just wasn't the fit for me. And like, she deserved better, and that's what Bowser probably deserved.
He deserves so much better. And
a bond.
He bond with someone who just wanted to make him their entire world, and he deserved that too. He was a great dog. Like, I have nothing bad to say about that dog, but I just wanted more, and I just wasn't ready for 2 dogs. I wanted more drive, more spice, more. I was so used to Chessie that I like couldn't go down from that. And Chessie really ruined me. So.
Chessie might ruin you forever.
I know. I don't think about that. But for now, she's my only baby child, so we're okay.
But yeah, so I did a controversial thing though, because I got Kiwi from a breeder, and I never told her breeder.
Oh, really? What do you think she would say?
Well, I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest, and I'll tell you why this might get us canceled, but I'll tell you why I didn't tell her breeder.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's because Kiwi's breeder is like someone who I had to unfriend on Facebook because she was posting not just like regular political things that I disagree with, but like QAnon conspiracies about like children being harvested.
Excuse me?
They're like adrenaline being harvested to like make people live forever. She posted this.
I'm sorry.
So one thing about me, if you know me, if you don't, I'm telling you, like, I'm a very convicted person. I care a lot about politics.
She does. You know, my favorite Lindsay is when I see a friend or like an acquaintance or somebody we both follow, and I see Lindsay in the comments and it's a political post, and then that's my favorite Lindsay.
Can't help myself.
That's my favorite Lindsay. No, it's like me when like people post dumb shit about dogs or breeders and I can't help myself.
Yourself,
You in political arguments is my favorite Lindsay.
I studied political science.
Yeah.
I love to argue. I wanted to be a politician. Like, that type of stuff really matters to me on a very deep personal level. And I will probably never ever again go to a breeder who I am aware that their politics are that far from my own.
Yeah.
And then to see her over time posting these like really like just out of control conspiracy theories and stuff, I was like, I don't want to be your Facebook friend anymore, and I really don't actually want to have contact with you. So this might get me canceled or like make me seem like a bad person, and I know that's the thing you're supposed to do. You're supposed to tell the breeder. You're supposed to. I did a thing I'm not supposed to do.
That's okay.
But in this situation, like, there's just no part of me that wants to have any kind of communication with the breeder.
Fair, and I feel like that's fair. Yeah.
And it's just, I know that what I did was right for the dog, and I know that she's in a good place, and I didn't like put her on Craigslist, so I feel like I
Did
don't
you have a breeder contract with Kiwi?
Yeah, I had a puppy contract.
Okay, I was just checking. I wonder
if I broke the contract.
Probably.
That's okay.
Maybe I'll look at that when I get home.
Don't.
So anyway, yeah, that's you know, the general wisdom is that's what you're supposed to do. But I did a controversial thing, and I didn't tell her, and I'm telling you why. And that's my story. That's my story.
That's your story.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty open with Bowser's breeder. I texted her weekly, daily almost. I would send her updates, videos of like class and stuff. But then I would be like gone all weekend with Chessie, and I would start posting Chessie like agility trial videos or doing this and doing that. And obviously Bowser wasn't with me. And she just like, when I finally sent her the text of like, I want to return him, she was like, I know. And I'm like, Okay. Well, at least we're on the same page.
And that's what a good breeder does. Like, a good breeder will always take the dog back.
I bawled my eyes out when we dropped him off. I was very sad. It was very weird to go from having 2 dogs to just one. And Chelsea and Bao got along wonderfully. Like, they were BFFs from day one. And so, but she also did bounce back. Like, she was like, oh, he's not here anymore. Cool. I don't care. Like, there was no weirdness with her. But I think, like, what I've learned the most and, like, why I've been so adamant about just having one dog is because I went through this experience and I never want to do that again. Yeah. That's something, like, it was hard for me, and I feel like I did get some controversy about it. Yeah, it was like an emotional roller coaster. And I don't want to be, like, the person that just, like, gives a dog back because it didn't turn out to be, like, the best agility dog ever. Yeah. But I want to make sure that the second dog, the next second dog that I get is the absolute right dog for me, and I am willing to wait however long I have to find that right dog. Yeah. And which is the right mindset. I'm also really happy with just having Jess. Like, I know that we didn't do a whole lot this year. Injuries set us back a bit, but, like, I also, as sad as it was, like, we still were able to just, like, live our best lives and do things together. Dog. She got to be a dog. Yeah, so. And you still, like, are having a great time just being a dog with her, even though sports hasn't been, like, nonstop. She still goes everywhere with me. Like, we, pretty much everywhere we go is dog friendly. Really? Like, everywhere you go, you take your dog? Who knew? Wow. Yeah. That's who I am. But, yeah, it's interesting. Like, I don't think I ever would have given Kiwi back to the breeder. Like, I would have just kept her. That's more important to me. But this Bowser had to because it was co-owned. Right. Yeah. So the situations were similar but different. So yeah. But they're all living their best lives now, and I think we made the right decision. I think so, too. I think what I would just want to tell all of you is, like, if you're ever thinking about it and you do have a dog that maybe has been with you for 6 years or only 3 months, like, should be no judgment about if the dog's not a right fit for you. Or your house or your home, like, if you're having, like, inter-dog conflict, like, that is difficult. So there's a lot of reasons for it, and it's easy to judge from the outside in, but tell us your stories if you ever had to rehome a dog. I'd love to hear. So that's it's like a little controversial. I feel like not a lot of people talk about it. Yeah. But I have 2 perfect dogs, so I didn't need to get rid of either of them. I think you should put them both straight in jail for being monsters. I ran Lizzie's dogs in class last week. And no one else came to class but me and Lizzie and her 2 dogs. So I ran Lizzie and her broken ankle. And Lizzie just sat there on her butt and did nothing. That is literally not true. I did help set some bars, and Rosie yelled at me. Yeah, you did. This is why your ankle fucking hurts. I know. So anyway, I ran her dogs back to back to back, and I had them all doing agility for the toy, and they all bit me so bad. So straight to the pound for them. They did not bite you out of, like, meanness. They just wanted their toy. I used to toy with Obi in class on one Monday night that I ran him. He bit the fuck out of my thumb. Well, you deserved it, probably. No. My dog works for a toy, and she doesn't bite me all the time. Because she can't reach your hand. Your dogs are mean. And vicious monsters. I think they're perfect. They're Lafufus. Only one is a Lafufu. His name is Obi. Justice for Obi. Oh my God. Justice for Obi. I vote we do a fuck, marry, kill. Okay, so we're going to do fuck, marry, kill, and Lizzie gets to go first because she barely got to talk this episode. She's probably dying. No, I'm fine. It's fuck, marry, kill. Running agility on turf, dirt, or grass. I'm going to marry the turf because that is my safe, like, comfortable. I love turf. You love falling on it. You love rolling your ankle on it. I have hurt myself falling on turf. Like, the one time at High Octane, I got brush burns so bad. Yeah, some of those turfs are like a Brillo pad. Yeah, bleeding. I'm going to fuck with the grass because, like, grass is good when it's dry, but, like, well, not too dry. Yeah, well, not too dry, but, like, there's, like, a sweet spot, you know? Like, it needs to be not too dry, not too wet, right? Yeah. Like, there's a perfect moist, I guess, like, you know? I'm going to kill dirt. I hate dirt. Ugh. I really do not like dirt. The couple times I have ran on dirt, I am so sore by the end of the 2 days if it's, like, the hard packed dirt. Yeah. But then, like, the sandy dirt, it's all in my shoes. My dogs are covered in it. They're, like, usually tan, and I can't stand that. So, yeah.
fuck dirt. Or not fuck dirt, sorry, kill dirt. Sorry.
But like, fuck it.
But fuck it.
But because you're going to
in a dead way.
Yeah.
Okay,
in
cool.
a dead way.
Rachel, what's your answer?
Okay, I'm killing grass.
You're killing grass?
Yeah, I've never ran on it.
You've never ran on grass?
Practicing, but not like for a trial.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to kill it. It can get so messy. I feel like I remember that one U.S. Open where it rained and it was just like wet and gross. Oh my God.
My first time ever running at the U.S. Open was my first time ever running on grass, was my first time ever running in the rain.
Yeah, no, I don't. It could be so unsafe. I'm going to marry turf because turf is what we have around here. I love it. I want to marry it. It's forever. It's the only thing I want to run on with my dog. And I'll fuck around with dirt because I have ran on some really great dirt.
Yeah.
Chelsea did great at the U.S. Open on their dirt. As long as the dirt is well taken care of and like raked a lot and stuff. There's like one venue around us that doesn't have great dirt. That can it's not great, but most of the dirt's great. So I'll fuck it. I'll fuck around with it.
Wow. All right. So everyone's marrying turf. I would agree. So all of us came of age in northeastern United States where we are blessed
and not stressed.
Blessed and not stressed about all the amazing indoor turfed, air-conditioned, heated facilities we have. And I feel like anybody who's been doing agility longer than 10 years is like, you didn't know what it was like back in the day when my dog...
We don't have to know because we grew up in the era.
When my dog got their mock in the pouring rain going sideways, and it's like, that sucks to suck. I can't believe people set up tents outside.
Yeah, that's insane.
And
Couldn't be me. Could not be me. I'm stressed if I have to bring all of my shit in from the car.
Right.
Exactly.
In the rain. I am spoiled, and I don't mind to say it, and that's why I'm going to be married to the turf forever, and I always want to run on nice, cushy turf. That being said, I have enjoyed running on a nice dirt like Rachel. I think that it's great to fuck because sometimes it's going to really challenge you. The dogs might pick up a new speed or get a new gear, kind of digging into that. Even at WAO, they have this sort of sandy horse surface type thing, and the dogs just go wild. Vision probably was his fastest ever, and my calves were screaming, but it was really fun to run on, and it was obviously well groomed and everything. So we like the dirt. And then I agree that the grass is just too unpredictable. To me, it's not even as much about the grass as it's I don't want to trial in the rain.
Nope.
I don't want to trial in the heat.
Well, that's a safety thing for myself too, and my dog.
I can't believe people used to do this in the rain.
Rain? I would never.
Even I've done some early mornings and stuff, and it's slippery and it's not fun.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like it. I remember I was talking to someone about NAC next year in California, and I was like, there's no way that the AKC will make us run in the rain. And they're like, well, we used to. They used to make us run in the rain. And I'm
sure they will. Even look at people at EO this year who had to run early in the morning when there was still dew on the grass, and then their dogs were slipping and taking bars down. It sucks all the variables that happen when you're running on grass.
That's why I want to kill it.
And I ran on grass at the Incredible Dog Challenge, and Vision, who's not a big bar knocker, took down, 3-4 bars across our 4 runs, and everyone was like, was it on grass? And I'm like, yeah, it was on grass. So it could have been the grass was too dry and he was slipping, or he's just not used to that as a surface, or it was uneven, or I did the Southeast Cup and they were used to be on grass. They're not going to be next year. And there's just a lot of variables. That place was, the one ring is on a slope.
Oh, yeah.
You're okay, I got to get that backside up there, but I'm going to run up a small hill to get there while I scream and hope my dog gets it.
Jesus Christ.
So there's so many variables that you don't get on turf or even a really nice, well-groomed dirt. So that's my answer. This was a fun episode. I feel
we got a little different. It was a little bit more personal than we like to do, but
we bared our souls about
we really
tough call that we both made.
I just think it's important. It's not talked about a lot, and I want... if you've ever been through it, we can relate to you, and we're passing no judgment, zero judgment on our end. So so share your stories. Let us know if you know someone who's rehomed a dog. If you rehomed a dog, we're curious to find out.
Yeah, tell us about it. Well, that's a wrap on this week's episode. Rachel, where can our listeners find us on the internet?
You can find us at Bitches in Season on Instagram and TikTok, and on Facebook, Bitches in Season with a 1 in it.
Oh, stupid Facebook makes us have a 1 in the word bitches.
And you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye!